Good morning, dear students. Today, the topic that we are discussing is the third part of trigonometric series, where we are discussing about sine rule, cosine rule, and area of triangle. Right. So these are the three topics that we are discussing today. So let's just start. Okay. So as you can see here, I have already written the formula for you, right? But I will explain where to apply this formula, right? Sine rule, cosine rule, and area of triangle, right? So what is sine rule? A upon sine A equals to B upon sine B, C upon sine C, or sine A upon A, sine B upon B, sine C upon C. Cosine rule is this, C square. There will be three formula depending on what we have to find. Okay. So let's just understand where I have to apply the sine rule in exam, where I have to apply the cosine rule, and when we apply this formula of area of triangle. Although we know the formula of area of triangle is half base into height, but in this question, we will apply area of triangle in this type of questions where base and height is not given, sides are given, and angle between them is given. Okay, so let's just discuss about sine rule. Okay. So to discuss about sine rule, suppose we have a triangle here. Okay. So let's name it triangle A, B, C. The side opposite to angle A is considered as small a. The side opposite to C is considered as small c. And side opposite to angle B is considered as small b. Right? So we apply sine rule when any two angles are given. One side is given and you have to find another side. Or if two sides are given, one angle is given and you have to find the another angle. What did I say? Repeat. If two angles are given, one side is given and you have to find another side, then we apply sine rule. Or if two sides are given, one angle is given and we have to find the another angle. So you can apply this rule: A upon sine A equals to B upon sine of angle B, C upon sine of angle C, right? So we apply sine rule when any two sides or any two angles are involved, okay? And then you have to find any one unknown out of it, okay? Next, cosine rule. Suppose same triangle ABC is there, the side opposite to B is small b, side opposite to small a is small a, and side opposite to angle C is small c, right? So the formula will be c square is equals to a square plus b square minus 2ab cos c, right? So we apply cosine rule when any two sides are given and the angle between them is given and you have to find the third side. Means all the three sides are involved and one angle are involved. In sine rule, we have two angles involved, but in cosine rule, only one angle. That is the basic difference, right? In sine rule, two angles are involved and two sides are involved. Whereas in cosine rule, all the three sides are involved and angle between them is involved, right? So generally in schools, teachers teach only this formula: c square is equals to a square plus b square minus 2ab cos c, which is fair enough because they don't want to make student confused, right? But it's not always you have to find c. Sometimes you have to find a as well, a or b as well. So if you have to find a, then you apply formula b square plus c square minus 2bc. Then if you have to find a, then angle opposite to a will be involved, cos a. Or you have to find b also. So b square is equals to a square plus c square minus 2ac cos. So this you have to find. So these two angles, these two sides are involved and the angle between it is involved, 2ac cos b. Okay. So if you don't want to remember three formula, it's better you remember the first one. Okay. That will be easier. Okay. Now, next is area of triangle. Area of triangle formula, right? One formula, so you know, half base into height. But if base and height is not given, then what we will do? Then we apply area of triangle. So suppose in a triangle, if two sides are given and an angle between them is given. For example, this is A and this is B, and this angle is given. So area of triangle will be half AB sine C. Always remember the angle should be between the two sides for area of triangle and for cosine rule. The angle should always be between the two sides. Okay, so clear? Both all the three rules are clear: sine rule, cosine rule, and area of triangle. Right? So I'm telling you, for this type of questions we need calculator. So when you are solving questions, calculator should be with you. Okay. Now let's just start with the question. Question number 1 of here. Now we read the question and we identify what formula we apply: sine rule or cosine rule or area of triangle. Now you see AB is given 11.7 meter, BC is given 28.3, and angle B. So see, two sides are given and angle between them is given. So you consider this as A, B, and this angle. So we apply area of triangle formula, half A times B sine C. They say give your answer correct to three significant figures. Now what is significant figures? Significants are all non-zero numbers. All non-zero numbers are significant numbers. Okay. So put the value half. We considered A as 11.7 times B 28.3 times sine 67 degree. Now I'm using the calculator. Okay. So half times 11.7 times 28.3 times sine 67. Okay. So what will be the answer? 152.394. This is the answer coming, but these are six significant figures. And they say write your answer into three significant figures. So see this one. If this is greater than 5, then you round it off to 153. But since this is smaller than 5, the first decimal digit, so we write it. My answer will be 152 meter square. Clear? Right? Easy, yeah? Okay, we just applied the formula here. Next, you have to find the length of AC. AC means this length you have to find. Okay, so now if I consider this as A and this as C, so we have to find B. Yeah. So which formula we are applying? This formula. B square is equals to A square plus BC square minus 2AC. 2AC cos B. So we are using cosine rule. Why we are using cosine rule? Because only one angle is given, two sides are given, and you have to find the third side. So three side and one angle is involved, right? So whenever three side and one angle is involved, we apply cosine rule, right? So side opposite to angle A is small a, side opposite to angle C is small c, and side opposite to angle B is small p, and we have to find AC. So we apply cosine rule. Using cosine rule, B square is equals to A square plus C square minus 2AC cos B. Now I was telling you that some teachers only tell the first formula, C square is equals to A square plus B square minus 2AB cos C. So if you have a confusion, you can take A and B here and then you can also do. Doesn't matter, answer will come same, right? So two sides and angle between them is given. Now put the value one by one. We will put the value. What is A? A is 28.3 and C is 11.7. So 28.3 square plus 11.7 square minus 2 times 28.3 times 11.7 cos 67. This is equals to B square. Now to find B, we do under root of this whole 28.3 square plus 11.7 square plus minus 2 times 28.3 times 11.7 cos 67. Now whenever we do the square root, we write plus minus, but since this is length, my answer will be only plus because the distance is always in positive. Okay, so we consider positive answer, negative answer we ignore. Okay, now put it in your calculator. 28.3 square, then plus 11.7 square, then minus 2 times 28.3 times 11.7 times cos 67. So your answer is coming 26.058. 26.058. They say give answer to three significant figure. Now you see this once this is for 26.058, right? You see this one. This one is 5, right? Greater than 5 or greater than 5. So we round it off. So angle become 26.1. So B is coming 26.1 meter, right? Okay. So this is it. This is my question. Now let's come to the next question. Question number 2. Okay. Now what is question number 2? Question number 2, there are three sides given. They say calculate the size of the largest angle of the triangle. Now how will I know which angle is the largest angle? So you need to understand that the side opposite to the greater angle is the longest. This is a rule in triangle that the side opposite to the greater angle is the longest. So which side is the longest here? As you can see, 7.6 centimeter is the longest side. So side opposite to 7.6 will be the longest. Sorry, angle opposite to 7.6 is the largest angle. So if I consider this as C, this as A, and this as B. So A, B, C. I have to find this angle C. I apply cosine rule here because three sides are involved and one angle you have to find. So C square is equals to A square plus B square minus 2AB cos C, right? So C is 7.6 square, A is 4.2 square, B is 5.3 square minus 2 times 4.2 times 5.3 cos C. You have to find this cos C. You have to find. Now these two will go to the left hand side. So 7.6 square minus 4.2 square minus 5.3 square is equals to negative 2 times 4.2 times 5.3 cos C. Now this whole will go in the denominator. Okay. So cos C is equals to 7.6 square minus 4.2 square minus 5.3 square whole divided by minus 2 times 4.2 times 5.3. So to find C, we do cos inverse of this whole 7.6 square minus 4.2 square minus 5.3 square over negative 2 times 4.2 times 5.3. Put it in your calculator to find C. Now to find the angle, we take cos inverse, right? So to take cos inverse in your calculator, you press shift and cos, we get cos inverse, then fraction, then 7.6 square minus 4.2 square minus 5.3 square, okay, then divided by negative 2 times 4.8 times 5.3. Okay, now we close the bracket. Just a second. Yeah. Okay. So it is coming 105.67. Right. Now when I write 6 7, some students do like this 6 7. I don't know what is this, why they do 6 7, I don't know. But they do start doing it in their class. Okay. So 105.67. If you round it off, it will come 106. Oh, sorry. It will come here 106 degree. Okay. Not here. Now they say find the area of the triangle. Oh, here they say write your answer up to 1 decimal place. Sorry, by mistake, I have seen the B part. In the A part, they say give your answer to 1 decimal place. So my answer was 105.67. So if you round it off, it will become 105.7 degree. Okay. Now you have to find the area of triangle. We already calculated this angle as 105.7. So we apply area of triangle formula, which is half AB sine C. Right, put the value half A was 4.2 and B is 5.3. 4.2 times 5.3 times sine 105.7. Put it in your calculator. Okay, so half times 4.2 times 5.3 times sine 105.7. So it is coming 10.71. So the last one is smaller than 5. So answer is 10.7 centimeter square. This is your answer for question number 2. I hope this is clear to you. Now question number 3. Work out the length of AC. Okay, so we have to find the length of AC. Where is AC? This one. Okay, so the side opposite to angle A is small a, side opposite to angle B is small b. We have to find this B. We know these two angles 55 and 20. Can I find angle B? So first we find angle B. Angle B will be 180 minus 55 minus 20. So 180 minus 75 is equals to 105 degree. 105 degree. So we apply. Now you see two angles and two sides are involved. So we apply sine rule. Here we are using sine rule. Okay. So what is my sine rule? A upon sine A is equals to B upon sine B. So what is the value of A? A is 12 over sine of angle A 55. B we have to find and sine of 105. Cross multiply 105 will go with 12. So B is 12 times sine 105 over sine 55. Now put it in your calculator. Right, so 12 times sine 105 divided by sine 55. So it is coming 14.15. They say give answer to 1 decimal place. So it was coming 14.15. So when you round it off, it will be 14.2 centimeter. Right. So this will be your answer, 14.2 centimeter. Clear? Now question number 4. Work out the perimeter of the triangle ABC. Perimeter. What perimeter means? Perimeter means the sum of the outer boundary. If you add side AB, BC and AC, we get the perimeter of this triangle ABC. Right. So this will be small b. The side of angle C is given 48. Side opposite to C is small c, and this is angle A we can find, and side opposite to angle A will be considered as small a. Here also we can apply sine rule. Okay. So first we find angle A. Angle A will be 180 minus 105 minus 48. So 180 minus 153. If you subtract, you get 27 degrees. So angle A is coming 27 degree. Now again we can apply sine rule to find A, and then C also we can find. So A upon sine A equals to B upon sine B equals to C upon sine of angle C. Okay. Now what is A upon sine A? A we don't know, but sine of angle A we know 27. B we know, small b 13.1 upon sine of angle B, sine 105. C we don't know, but sine of angle C we know 48. Okay. So to find A, I solve this part, and to find C, I solve this part separately. Okay. So first I solve this part. A upon sine 27 equals to 13.1 upon sine 105. Okay. So to find A, take sine 27 that side. 13.1 times sine 27 divided by sine 105. Okay. Put it in your calculator. 13.1 times sine 27. 13.1 times sine 27 bracket close divided by sine 105. Okay. So your answer will be 6.157. And they say give your answer to three significant figures. So I round it off. So it will be 6.16. Now you calculate B. To find C, we again apply this formula. 13.1 over sine 105 is equals to C upon sine 48. So to find C, sine 48 go that side. So 13.1 times sine 48 over sine 105. Okay. So I again put the values in the calculator. So this is coming 10.078, and they say give answer to three significant figure. So it will be 10.1. Okay. So perimeter is sum of all the three sides. Perimeter A plus B plus C. A is 6.16 plus B. B is given in the question 13.1. Okay. And then C 10.1. Add it. 6.16 plus 13.1 plus 10.1. 29.36. So 29.36 meter is the answer. This is my perimeter. Clear? Right. Easy, yeah? Okay. Now, next, the diagram show a quadrilateral ABCD. Okay. And what we have to find? We have to find the length of CD correct to three significant figures. Okay. So I give you a hint how to do this question. You can try this question on your own. Right. Okay. So here you have to find CD, this one. Okay. So first you find the length BD by using Pythagoras theorem. Okay. By using Pythagoras theorem, you find, and then you apply sine rule. Okay. Wanna try this? Okay. I'm sure you can do it. You try this. If you have a problem, we will discuss it. Okay. Next question, question number 6. You let me know if you have doubt, then we will discuss that question. Next, basically this question is an application of trigonometry, application based question, right? So the length of cable from the bottom B to the top T is 730. The angle of elevation of T from B. What is the angle of elevation? It is a technical word. Angle of elevation means when you see from a lower height to a greater height, you see some object. Then the angle that is formed between that object and your eyes is called angle of elevation. And opposite of it is angle of depression. When from some height you are seeing any object which is at a lower height, then angle of depression means you have to raise your head down when you have to see that object which is at a lower height. Same, when you have to see the object which is at a greater height, then you have to raise your head up. That is called angle of elevation. Understand? Now, trigonometric ratio, remember, the side opposite to given angle is considered as opposite, and this so we already know hypotenuse. So we will use sine trigonometric ratio, sine 37.1 opposite over hypotenuse. Opposite is h and hypotenuse is 730 meter. So to find the h, cross multiply. So h is equals to 730 times sine 37.1. Put it in your calculator. 730 times sine 37.1. 440.34. 440.34 meter. Now you must be thinking, in between sine and cosine rule, why trigonometric ratio question has come? I have given deliberately so that we can revise. I need to check whether you are studying properly or no, whether you remember what we have studied earlier or no. That's why I have given this question. Okay. Now B part. The lift travel along the cable at 3.65 meter per second. How long it takes to travel from B to T? From B to T. Okay. Now, little bit physics comes. What is the formula of speed? The formula of speed, as we all know, is distance over time, right? Distance over time. This is the formula of speed. So if you have to find time, if you have to find the time, the formula is distance upon speed. Okay, the formula of time is distance upon speed. Now distance is already given in the question. How much? 730 meter, and speed is given 3.65 meter per second. You divide 730 with 3.65. So it will come, time is coming 200 seconds. This is the answer for B part. Clear? Any problem, anyone? I hope it's clear to you. Right, question number 7 now. So ABC is a right angle triangle where AB is given 4.1, angle BAD, this angle is given 30, and angle DAC, the smaller one at the top, is given as X. You have to find the length of BC. Okay, we have to find the length of BC. Okay, so can I find BD first? Can I find the length BD? So if I talking about small triangle ABD, this will be opposite and this will be adjacent. So tan 30 will be opposite over adjacent. Remember trigonometric table. What is the value of tan 30? 1 upon root 3. Opposite is BD. Okay. And adjacent is 4.1. So what is the length of BD? BD is 4.1 over root 3. Put it in the calculator. 4.1 divided by root 3. 2.367. 2.367. Again 67 comes. Don't start doing this. Focus on the question. Okay. 2.37 centimeter. So this length is 2.37 centimeter. But you have to find the length of BC. Okay. So I will use the bigger triangle. Okay. I will use the bigger triangle. So you see, BC is the bigger triangle. So you can apply Pythagoras theorem here. This is hypotenuse. Consider this as C. This is A. So this BC can be B. Right. So what is Pythagoras theorem? C square is equals to A square plus B square. Right. The longest side square is equals to the sum of the square of the other two sides. We apply Pythagoras theorem in right angle triangle. This is basics you have studied in earlier classes also, right? Everyone know about Pythagoras theorem. Okay, so you can find B. B is B basically. So C is 5.3 square. Take this A square to the left side, so becomes minus 5.3 square minus 4.1, and this will be BC square. So BC will be under root of 5.3 square minus 4.1 square. Again it will come plus minus, but since we are talking about the side and the side is always positive, so we take the positive, we neglect the negative one. Okay, so 5.3 square minus 4.1 square, 3.358. It is coming 3.358. So up to 2 decimal places, so round it off, so 3.36, right, centimeter. This is the answer for my A part. Now for the B part, you have to find the size of angle marked X. Okay, so angle marked as, we have to find the size of that. So if I take the bigger triangle, you see, if I take the bigger triangle ABC, right? So this BC we already calculated, and this is adjacent. Okay, so you apply 10 x plus 30 opposite over adjacent is equals to opposite over adjacent. Opposite we just calculated how much? 3.36. Okay, so opposite is 3.36, and what is adjacent? 4.1. 4.1. Okay, so x plus 30 is equals to 10 inverse of 3.36 divided by 4.1. Okay, so first we calculate 10 inverse 3.36 divided by 4.1. Okay, bracket close. So we are getting 39.335. Okay, so basically if I write in one decimal place, 39.3 degree. And you have to find x, small angle, right? So x plus 30 equals to 39.3. So x will be 39.3 minus 30, that is 9.3 degree. So this is my smaller angle x, right? Next, question number 8. Okay, now you have to find the length of BC. Okay, and then you have to find angle B. Okay, so you see this is the side opposite to angle C is considered as small c, and side opposite to angle A is considered as small a. So you have to find BC, right? So we apply sine rule. A upon sine A equals to B upon sine B equals to C upon sine C. We know this, so we don't use this one. I can write it like this way: A upon sine A equals to C upon sine C. Put the values. A we don't know, which is BC. Sine of angle A 42, small c is 5, and sine of angle C is 53 degrees. So BC will be 5 times sine 42 over sine 53. Yeah. So put it in your calculators now. 5 times sine 42 bracket close divided by sine 53. So it is coming 4.189. So BC is coming 4.189. Okay, and if you want to write it in one decimal place, so 4.2 meter BC. Now angle B, so you can easily find. angle B is 180 minus 42 minus 53. So 180 minus 95. So 180 minus 95, 85. So angle B is coming 85, right? Next, they work out the area of the triangle. So area of the triangle they are asking me. We already calculated this side A as 4.2, okay? And this angle B we calculated as 85. So these two angles are there. So we apply area of triangle formula. What is area of triangle formula if you remember? Half AB sine C, where A and B are the adjacent side and C is the angle between them. So these two are my adjacent sides. 5 times 4.2 and sine 85. Put it in your calculator. Half times 5 times 4.2 times sine 85. Okay. So your answer is coming 10.46 centimeter square. Yeah, sorry, not centimeter, meter square. Meter square, 10.46 meter square, because this is area, so it should be in meter square. Okay, so I hope whatever we have discussed is clear to you. I am leaving question 9 for you. You practice this question on your own, and if you have a problem, you can type in the comment section. I will give you the answer of that. Okay, so thank you for watching this video. If you like this video, please like, share, and subscribe my channel. Thank you so much.